Saraki diverted 10 billion naira from Kwara's Kofa, Efcc tells court. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) have told the Federal High Court in Lagos how former Governor of Kwara State, Dr. Bukola Saraki, allegedly diverted 10 billion naira from the state's coffers and used part of the proceeds to build the two houses temporarily forfeited to the federal government. The commission told the court on Thursday that the money was allegedly diverted in tranches of 100 million naira between 2003 and 2011 when he was governor of Kwara State. The AFCC insisted that the two Ilorin houses of Saraki must be permanently forfeited to the federal government of Nigeria because they were built with funds stolen from the coffers of Kwara State government. The anti-graft agency insisted that it had evidence that Saraki allegedly diverted not less than 10 billion naira belonging to the state. The court had on December 2nd, 2019, granted an order temporarily forfeiting the two houses, plot number 10 and number 11, Abdul Kadri Road, GRA Ilorin, Kwara State, to the federal government. Now, EFCC is urging the court to make the interim forfeit order permanent, a move that Saraki, through his lawyer, Mr. Kehinde Ogunwumiji, has vehemently opposed. In an affidavit filed before the court, an officer of the EFCC, Bilikisu Buhari, said the anti-graft agency found that while Saraki was Kwara State governor, he allegedly diverted 100 million naira on a monthly basis from the federal allocation to the state. She alleged that the 100 million naira was usually diverted from the Kwara State government's account to the account of the Kwara State government house. She said following the transfer, one Mr. Afiz Yusuf, acting on Saraki's instruction, usually went to withdraw the money from the Kwara State government house account and took the cash to the government house. She said after the funds were stacked in Kwara State government's house, it was then fraudulently dissipated and taken away in cashes by Mesa Abdul Adamu, Ubi Ofem, and Ubi Austin, acting on the instruction of the direction of Dr. Bukola Saraki in violent breach of public trust. That is, in the scheme of fraud alone, about 10 billion naira was fraudulently diverted from the treasury of the Kwara State government. Buhari said Adamu, Ofem, and Austin, using fictitious name, usually paid the diverted 100 million naira into the bank account of contractors who built the houses. However, in opposing the prayer to permanently forfeit his client's house, Saraki's lawyer Ogunwumiji said they were built from his legitimate earnings. He said 252.2 million naira out of the 1.9 billion naira used for developing the property represented what Saraki was paid for the development of a 5-bedroom apartment which he was entitled to as a two-term governor of Kwara State. Ogunwumiji drew the attention of the court to the governor and deputy governor Law 2010 of Kwara State, which stipulated that an elected two-term governor of the state was entitled to a 5- and 4-bedroom duplex respectively at any location of their choice within the Kwara State. He said rather than allow the state to build a house for him, Saraki chose to collect 252.2 million naira so he could add money to it to build the house in his state. Ogunwumiji contended that if it was true, as alleged by the EFCC, that the document leading to the release of the 252.2 million naira was forged by an official of the Kwara State government, still the payment to Saraki was not illegitimate because it was provided for under the law. He urged the court to dismiss the EFCC's application for permanent forfeit being an abuse of court proceeding, saying the same issue had been taken before the Court Code of Tribunal, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court, where Saraki was vindicated. But counsel for the EFCC, Mr. Rotimi Oyedepo, insisted as long as Saraki failed to explain how it came about the over 700 million naira which he added to the 252.2 million naira to develop the houses were liable to be forfeited. The presiding judge, Railwan Aquine, has adjourned till April 27, 2020 to deliver judgment. So, my people, this is the news reaching us by the hour. What's going on in Kwara State at the moment? Mr. Saraki, how it's been alleged that he diverted 10 billion naira from the Kwara's Kufa. And yeah, it's at the moment, at this stage, it's still an allegation, but however, Mr. Saraki's lawyer has stated that the money used for building those houses, the two different houses at plot number 10 and plot number 11, they are legitimate earnings from the former governor of the state, and they were his entitlement as the two-term governor of the state. So, however, EFCC is opposing that, saying that these are embezzled funds, and they want to go down to the root of this matter. So if you want to be exonerated, Dr. Saraki, what you need to do is open the books. Let us see the books. Open the books to show truly that all of this money is used for building those two plots, those houses, really came from legitimate earning. They were not the state's money, because if they are actually the state's funds, unfortunately those houses are going to be forfeited. They are going to be repossessed, because you can't be using the state's money to build your own personal house. Money meant to develop the state, money meant for the infrastructure and the growth of the state, cannot be used for your personal gains. So the judge has adjourned this. The case is still on. They are going to be sitting again sometime in April, and we'll be sure to bring you the final verdict. But we're urging Mr. Saraki here that whatever all the documents, all the evidence you have to prove that this money is used for building these properties are yours, you need to bring forth those evidences, and let the judge, let them have a look at it and see that it is really a legitimate source. And this will serve as a warning to all the governors that try to embezzle funds in our country, the money made for developing the state, so that the masses suffer, and some are just living a different kind of life. We see that the justice usually takes its course. So, my people, this is the news reaching us at the hour. So to those who have subscribed, thank you very much. We want to really appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Just click on the bell button below, and please do like, share, comment. We want to hear your view on this matter that's going on currently in Kwara State. We want to hear your views and your opinions. So thank you very much, until I come your way again. Bye.